stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment. I need to post a link, for this stream, as it were. Wow, that is the nicest resolution I've ever had streaming. This format. Sheesh. I can actually see details of my face like a mirror. Wow. Anyway, I'm sure all of you are dying to know why I have decided to do a stream on freedom of speech. Like, what do you want about? Hello, James. Because I've noticed something. If you are of a certain belief, or if you make a joke about something or something like that, not saying your joke is correct or incorrect, a lot of times people get mad at you, or they mute you, or censor you, or whatever. And sometimes all you need is a talking to. But I'll give you an example. I'm not going to reveal names or anything. It's just, whatever. I was on a Discord, and I made a joke about New York and California. I'll say that joke in a minute because I thought it was funny. And I got a talking to about it. Nothing major, just a simple, let's not say something mean about where somebody else lives, and how would you like it if, someone says something about Texas, and I'm like, well, in Texas, there's a difference. We'll just shoot you. No, we won't, but I mean, it depends. I'm not going to post that one there because they'll be mad at me. I don't want them to be, because that would be not fair. But like here, I'll give you the example. The California New York joke. I said a lot of people, and you know what? No, I will actually look up the joke itself so I can be reminded. It's all the way up here. Oh, she deleted it. No? Maybe it's farther up. I guess she did. Oh, well, doesn't matter. She did. Oh, man. Anyway, I made a joke about California, because a lot of the times you go to New York and California and they have authentic Texas barbecue. It's not. But Texas is known for barbecue and the Alamo and a bunch of other stuff. California is known for those people who eat salads and ride bikes and think they're saviors to the environment. And New York is for people who want to steal and mug somebody. I mean, it's very simple. It's simple in the nature of things. And unfortunately, people take things too seriously nowadays. And, it's whatever. I understand. I mean, if one of you guys was from New York or California, you could probably say, well, I don't have a salad every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or ride my bike because I'm a loner without a girlfriend, or because, in New York, I don't steal and mug people because I don't know, I'm a good Samaritan somehow, even though I live in New York. But that's not my point. My point is, a lot of people have negative stereotypes, and it's okay to make jokes about it as long as you aren't actually hurting someone's feelings. Well, actually, no, that's not even the case, because if your feelings are hurt by a joke, then you need some help already. But thank you for the like. I'll give you an example. I could make a negative statement, just one, not even negative, just a joke or a stereotype. Thank you, James. About every state in the United States. Let me look up a map of the USA. USA, or the SA at the moment. Let's not go with the U, because we're not very united, are we? No, just a simple one. All right, here we are. Open new image. Washington, potheads. Oregon, potheads. Cousin. Idaho, potato people. Montana, there's nothing there. Wyoming, half the population is strong wind. North Dakota, the older brother to South Dakota. South Dakota, the one with the monument. Minnesota, the Target place. Wisconsin, cheeseheads. Michigan, car culture. Nevada, Vegas. I already said California. Arizona, it's way too hot. New Mexico, it's half Texas, half Mexico. Texas, the barbecue yeehaw cowboy people. Louisiana, Cajun Yeehaw cowboy people. Mississippi, known for their river. Alabama, I can't make that joke on stream. Florida, the Florida man. Georgia, peach people. Let's see, Tennessee, Davy Crockett's house. Arkansas, sometimes mixed up with Kansas because they're spelled similar. Kansas, sometimes mixed up with Arkansas because they're spelled similar. Illinois, shoot, shoot, bang, bang, gun, gun. Pennsylvania, no, New York. I already gave New York, Ohio, Indiana, Virginia. There are so many. I could just make so many statements. Hawaii, pineapple and pigs. Alaska, why are you even there? Like, no, they didn't get mad. And it's not, no. It's not that they got mad. It's that nowadays you can't really say anything negative about anything, or negative, I should say, without getting some kind of talking to, or without somebody being upset about it. Like, I could do this all day. I could do it with Europe. Let's map of Europe. Map of Europe. There we go. Use that one. That is not what I wanted. No. There we go. Europe. Let's see, I'm gonna leave the United Kingdom out of this because they're very touchy. Ireland, alcoholics. Scotland. I'm not including Scotland with the UK. Scotland, greatest people on earth next to Texans. Spain, bull people. France. Yeah. Let's see. Portugal. Spain's annoying a younger brother. Italy, an amazing place with amazing cars. But I suppose the only negative stereotype, they don't really have too many negative stereotypes. Switzerland, the invincible. Germany, the war starters. Austria, let's see, Sweden. There's not as many negative stereotypes about Europe than there are the US. You made a new channel, man. Let's go. Thank you for the second like. But that's my point. I can make a joke about a cartoon character. Hold on. Let's see. No, I want a legit one. No, that's too easy. All right, fine. Pikachu from the Pokemon anime cartoon. You can debate on whatever you call it. I call it an anime because it's from Japan and it's animated. Pikachu, this little dude right here, Pikachu, is a small, annoying little thing, and should have evolved already. I'm not saying he should have. I'm just as an example. And somebody would come along the line and say, no, he shouldn't evolve. He's a great partner for Ash, and you should shut your mouth because you're an idiot. And it's like, well, I'm not an idiot, but whatever. See, there's always going to be someone who's going to disagree with you, and it is annoying beyond belief, but it's something you have to deal with. At school, if you take a government class, or any class for that matter, and you start to get on the topic of politics and say, well, I think this person is doing a great job for this country and that person's an idiot, or vice versa, you're going to have another person saying, no, he's not an idiot, he's an idiot, or vice versa again. Literally, the whole world is never going to agree on one thing, because we all, for some reason, have to be special, even though that some of us aren't. Because if everyone is special, nobody is. It's very simple. Now, if I was to go on about cars, let's say this one right here, I have a little Hot Wheel. I collect these because I can. This is a Koenigsegg Jesko. There is maybe below the 10 percentages, like below 10% of people in the world will actually ever get to own one. A little higher than that, get to sit in one. And there's a large chance you'll see one, but you just have to be in the right place. This car is from Sweden. Most people wouldn't assume that because, what's in Sweden? Besides amazing meatballs. Is that the Hot Wheels you got for your birthday? Oh, no, I got that like 2 days ago, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, Thursday. Well, that's my point. Let's see, what's another car here? a 57 Plymouth Fury, an old car, right? 1957. It's a nice car, very nice car. I have a whole collection. But if I was to say that because I'm an American, that the Plymouth Fury is better than the Koenigsegg Jesko, there would be somebody that would say, well, that's just because you're American and Americans, are so stubborn and da 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 da. And while that is true, I, in my opinion, would prefer, if I was given the option, of course, the Koenigsegg. But everyone is like, no, you wouldn't. You are a racist, sexist, homophobic piece of crap. It's like, no, you idiot. Anyway, but if I right now was to go on Twitter and look at the trending tab, there's going to be something about, cancel this. I don't like that. That's annoying. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Oh, all right, here we go. Boycott Coke. Coca-Cola, they want to boycott it here in America because they funded a Republican voting issue. Exactly my point. See, you can't ever agree. We're going to boycott a soda company for agreeing with one side of a stupid. You go on Discord, you could immediately type something and immediately have a conversation about it, and it's absolutely stupid. Maniacs. But James, the UK, a lot more strict over there, isn't it? I've never been, so I don't know. You know what? I'll give you a better example than that, actually. Do any of you know who Mark Zuckerberg is? What's up, mini boss dude? Canceling is for the weak. Mark Zuckerberg is the creator of Facebook, and Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Twitter. If both of them got in a plane crash, do you know who would survive? Freedom of speech. I can say that right now because I have that. If I was in another country, I would have been shot for that. I would have been murdered for that. A fat man gets dead. And that's another thing, okay? So evidently it is wrong. And obviously there is some things that you shouldn't do. You should, address it carefully. Like people who are overweight. There is a difference between overweight and just unhealthy. Overweight is dangerous levels of weight. You could get hurt, you could die, diabetes, whatever. As you appreciate the freedom of America. Exactly, mini boss. Exactly. I am allowed. Other places wouldn't allow me to do this. So why would I start restricting it? Exactly, mini boss. But like I was saying, people call it fat shaming now. If I was to go to a friend of mine, I don't have any friends like that. What's up, Chase? And I would just say, mate, friend, whatever your name is, you need to lose. Actually, that would be very nice of you, James, if you wouldn't mind. You need to lose a bit of weight, just from a friend to a friend, because I don't want to see you get diabetes or have to lose a foot or die or something. But if you were to say that to a random person, they would be immediately, he's fat shaming, he's body shaming, screw that guy, throw him off a bridge, shoot him, hit him with a car or a bicycle, most likely, because that's the kind of people that actually complain. And it's like, no, I'm trying to help, but whatever. And then another one. What is it? Remember back in the day when you're in elementary school or even intermediate school, or if you're a moron and you decided to do it in high school and you picked on a kid, or you got picked on for your backpack or your shoes or your hair or your glasses. How many times have I been picked on for my glasses all my life? I've been wearing them since third grade. And nowadays, you go out into the world and say, well, those shoes are strange. I know that feeling. Exactly. Like, say somebody goes and if somebody was to walk up and say, this shoe here, right? Just a blue, simple band. your shoe is strange. Okay, so it's my shoe. I don't care. But if you go up to somebody and they've got like a rainbow shoe or they've got a red shoe or something, and you go, oh, your shoe is strange, they will take it as if you just declared war. Like, how dare you say that about my shoe? I have all the right to wear it. Didn't say you didn't, maniac. Let's see. In video games, oh my gosh, there is a person I know at my school who got into a 50-minute argument with me about the fact that we should start playing more female characters in video games because male characters have dominated video games way too long. As if Tomb Raider, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, and all the other ones never existed. What else? If you were to go and you wanted to buy a let me think. I'm trying to look and see if there's something in the room. There's nothing. Let me check my closet. Oh, actually, that's much better. So if you didn't know, a lot of Hollywood for the last 5 years or so has been making or remaking movies that cast female leads. Now, that's not a bad idea, Oh, yes, empowerment to women. Let them know that they are appreciated. Of course. But if you want to then shove it down my throat saying that you're a horrible piece of crap for not going and seeing the specific random movie that has women being the lead role, then no, I think you're annoying. It's the same as vegans. Vegans. There are 3 types of vegans. Well, scratch that, 2. 2 types of vegans. Star Wars. Exactly. In fact, I saw my Star Wars poster on the ground that I needed to hang up, and that's where I got it from. There are 2 types of vegans. The third one would have been medical issues, but that's just vegetarians. Vegans are worse than vegetarians because vegans will go after you for not being vegan. There is the vegan that is to himself, does not care that you eat meat, and it's just like, I'm vegan, whatever. And half the time doesn't even tell you unless it's, required. Like you go to a restaurant and he's like, well, I'm vegan. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know so I don't order you a cheeseburger or a steak. But then there's the one that will walk up to you and is legit like, I'm a vegan. So the first or second thing he says is like, great, good for you. I'm sorry that you have to endure a meatless life. In fact, there's a joke I could say. I can't say it on stream, but I have a joke and it's amazing. And if I was at Mini Boss, the tournament, I would absolutely say it. Live and let live. Exactly. Live and let die. Viva la revolution. What was I saying? But no, that's all I'm saying is people are crazy nowadays. But right, vegans, they will absolutely hate you for it. Yeah? And then my least favorite one, Prius. If you don't know what that is, it is a toy. They will say it's a car, but it's a toy because I would be insulted if that got grouped into cars. I don't even own a Hot Wheel for it. If I was able to have a Hot Wheel collection where I had every car in the world, I would not have a Prius. I couldn't do it because then I would have to willingly buy it. Somebody would have to buy it for me, and even then I may not like it. I would hide it. But, what was I saying? Right. So cyclists and Prius are like, cars are evil because they have emissions and gasoline and this and that, and they're bad for the environment. You know what's bad for the environment? You know what's bad for the environment? People going around protesting about things, burning buildings down, sending smoke and smog into the air. That's not healthy for the environment, but they do it. And fine by them, their choice. But don't do that and then turn around and tell me that my Ferrari or Lamborghini is unhealthy for the environment. I watched Thomas the Tank Engine train as a kid. Yes, he is a steam engine with gas and coal. Do I care? No. Did he care? Heck no. Thomas was a champion. Thomas didn't take crap off nobody. We should all be like Thomas the Tank Engine train. Anyway, gotta do a rant there. But so many people nowadays are like, we need electric cars, we need hybrids. And by the way, hybrids are horrible, but electric cars. The other week, last month, when Houston, when Texas, when San Antonio, Austin, whatever, when all of Texas, or most of a big chunk of Texas, decided to lose power and it got all cold and whatnot, nobody could go anywhere. Not that they could anyway, but their electric cars all ran dead. There's no power. Until you find a way to make endless electric power, your little Tesla or whatever is dead in the water with you in it, and you will sink with it because you are a fool. And if you do own an electric car, you should at least own a backup car, in my opinion, that has gas. Unlimited power. Yeah, if you were like Darth Sidious or a Sith Lord that could use Sith lightning or Force lightning, own an electric car. Why? Because it's free. Free power. But basically, like I was saying, you should own a sidecar. Not a very big one, nothing that needs. You could own a little Mini Cooper if you can get past having to sit in it. You could own a Honda Civic. Doesn't matter. And some people would say, well, that's what the hybrid's for, because it's somewhat gas and somewhat electric. No. It may be, but it's 100% stupid, whether it's 50% or not. 50% this, 50% that, 100% stupid. But then there's the type of people that drive Priuses. Oh my gosh, they will, and it's not even Prius drivers, actually. It's probably where we live, but they will drive fast, turn into your lane, and slow down. And it's like, you are a horrible person. I will shoot out your tires and steal your dog. You're a maniac and a moron. But like here, let me give you another example. Oh, that's perfect. I keep on a big rant. One of my favorite book series of all time, I say book series, I'm a liar, is Garfield the Cat. I have loved Garfield since I was a small boy. I mean, you go in here and he's having hands, making fun of John, women, kicking a dog, kicking Odie. And yes, you shouldn't kick dogs. I don't like when dogs get kicked, but it's just part of the fun in comics. And he always squishing spiders and centipedes with newspapers. It's the funniest stuff, I swear. But I wouldn't be surprised if later this year, if not later this month, they're going to try and attempt to cancel Garfield for fat shaming, because the fat cat represents things that fat people do: sleep all day and eat too much. And it's like, that can't be offensive because it's your fault for doing it. Now, there are some people that are just built bigger, like my older brother, Noah. He is just built bigger. Yes, he does weigh a bit, but he is built bigger. So it seems like he weighs a lot, but he's just built bigger. For me, I am skinny. But you wouldn't tell. But a week ago, Wednesday, I was weighed at 154.2. But you couldn't tell that because I'm skinny. Even from far away, I'm skinny. Could you tell that I'm 154? I couldn't. I would guess 130 or something. That's not the point. Trying to find things to rant about. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I do know. So, for those who had a good childhood that are around my age, you will have watched the Cars movie. Lightning McQueen, Mr. Kachika, Chick Hicks. Kachika, say it with me. Kachika. The King, all that, And, Cars 1 was the greatest film. Greatest soundtrack. I still listen to it, and I still watch it all the time. Greatest film of our lifetime. Underrated. Absolute gold. Should have won all the Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, everything. And then you get to the second one, and it was okay. I mean, it really, really went off the beaten path, like with the what is this? But it was still nice. Basically, James, I'm ranting today. Did you want something else? God, no, Cars is one of their worst. No, Hulkin, you're wrong. Go back and make beer. Cars 2 is my least favorite of the series, only because Cars 3 dips into the history of NASCAR, and I like that stuff. I like racing in cars. I figured that's why I said it. Anyway, but Cars 3 did something that I wasn't particularly fond of at first until I looked at it in face value. At face value, I looked at it wrong. Now, that is something a lot of people don't do, is they do not look past the face value and they do not take it with a pinch of salt. They just dive right into it. But for me, Cars 3 ended with the new female character, Cruz Ramirez, taking over Lightning McQueen's spot in the race and winning. If you've not seen it by now, what are you doing? Winning the race, the race against his new rival, Jackson Storm, who was actually based off a 2002 Cadillac concept. Believe it or not, I'm not lying. That is impressive that I know that. And a lot of people were like, oh, well, of course the female character would take over Lightning McQueen because we have to make everything whatever. But it's interesting because as you watch in the movie, it sets it up. Because Lightning McQueen knows he's getting old. He knows he's not going to be able to race any longer, even if he wins or loses this next race. He knows he's getting older. All of his friends are retiring, Cal Weathers, all that. And Bobby and Cal, whatever. And he knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that when Cruz took that flag and when he decided that, yes, it's time for me to hang up the Lightyears, which are a play on words with Buzz Lightyear and Goodyear tires, and I'm now going to give it over to Cruz Ramirez, is what Doc Hudson would have wanted for his apprentice. Now, Doc Hudson was one of my favorite characters. In fact, one momento, senoro. Here we are. I still have, from when I was however many years old, all my Cars toys. All of them. Most of them. I don't know where my Mac went, the big trailer. I don't remember where it went. But I have them. I have Tow Mater, who's missing his hook, but that's okay. Tow Mater. I have my Fancy Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen. It's amazing. He's a bit torn up, sure. I have my Sally, the Porsche Carrera. Amazing car, by the way. Bit girly, but that's okay. You have the Doc Hudson Hornet. I also have the one where it says Fabulous Hudson Hornet on it, and he's in like the racing stuff. And then there's my Dynaco Lightning McQueen. You see? Now, this Dynaco Lightning McQueen took a beating when I was a kid because I dropped it off of like a 50-foot balcony. Almost landing in a gutter off a condo we used to own in Galveston, Texas. It was funny. It wasn't funny. In fact, I was terrified. Our friendship is like Lightning McQueen and Mater, mate. Which one of us is Mater? But yes, it very much is. Oh, Mater. Average and daily. But the point is that there are some things that people have accepted and some things that they'll never accept because they're stupid. But let's take sports, for example. People get upset because nobody pays attention to the WNBA, which is the Women's National Basketball Association, I think. That is an interesting concept. I can't imagine why, but how would they run out of parts for a 51 Hudson Hornet before they would run out of parts for a Model T? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but I bet Lightning McQueen got in Smash, it would download it instantly. If Lightning McQueen got in Smash, I don't know if I couldn't. I would have to. Pocket Lightning McQueen. He would just run you over as his final Smash. Anyway, moving on. Probably parts of the Model T is easier. I wouldn't doubt it, but all right. So sports, football. No, excuse me, WNBA. So the WNBA is the Women's Basketball Association, right? Whatever. They don't have as many fans as the NBA, which is just the National Basketball Association, because it has been around longer, has more like super top fancy high players like what's his face? Michael Jordan, Shaq, LeBron James, all those different dudes. Like that's what they're there for. And it's just how it is. But the WNBA doesn't have those high, newsworthy book story people because it's not as important. It doesn't matter. Best keep going, mate. Have a good one. Yes, sir. You too. And, I'm just, all right. Well, anyhow, I'm going to probably take a break and end the stream here. And then I'll be streaming on Twitch later today. If any of you want to check that out, twitch.tv/KingCosta0. Go follow it. I'm trying to get to affiliate. We're at like 21 or 22, if you wouldn't mind. But I just want to say thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right. But thank you. And I'm going to let you have a good day now. I am. I could do a whole nother stream and I could go on hours and hours of ranting, but I just wanted to get that off my chest, All right. Yeah. Ow, I can't wait. Bye, have a good one. Thank you. I just can't wait for the next saloon door, though. I'm excited for that. All right, thank you and goodbye.